Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Someone who is morally reprehensible. Put a new heel on. Heel shoes. Tilt to one side. The balloon heeled over. Follow at the heels of a person. Golf. The part of the clubhead where it joins the shaft. One of the crusty ends of a loaf of bread. Perform with the heels. Heel that dance. Strike with the heel of the club. Heel a golf ball. The back part of the human foot. The bottom of a shoe or boot. The back part of a shoe or boot that touches the ground and provides elevation. The lower end of a ship's mast. Subject to laughter or ridicule. Use foul or abusive language towards someone who is morally reprehensible. Someone who bounds or leaps, as in competition. Someone who is morally reprehensible. Someone who is morally reprehensible. Software used in art and architecture and engineering and manufacturing to assist in precision drawing. A smooth textured sausage of minced beef or pork, usually smoked, often served on a bread roll. Go after with the intent to catch. The dog chased the rabbit. A hinged catch that fits into a notch of a ratchet to move a wheel forward or prevent it from moving backward. Someone who is morally reprehensible. You dirty dog. A dull, unattractive, unpleasant girl or woman. She's a real dog. A member of the genus Canis, probably descended from the common wolf, that has been domesticated by man since prehistoric times, occurs in many breeds. The dog barked all night. Metal supports for logs in a fireplace. Informal term for a man. You lucky dog. Any of several breeds of dog used for hunting, typically having large drooping ears. Pursue or chase relentlessly. The detectives hounded the suspect until they found him. Someone who is morally reprehensible. Put a new heel on. Give or make a list of. Name individually. Give the names of. A database containing an ordered array of items, names or topics. The property possessed by a line or surface that departs from the vertical. The ship developed a list to starboard. Cause to lean to the side. Erosion listed the old tree. Enumerate. Tilt to one side. The ship listed to starboard. Include in a list. Am I listed in your register? A wicked or evil person. Someone who does evil deliberately. The principal bad character in a film or work of fiction. A wicked or evil person. Someone who does evil deliberately. Restore by replacing a part or putting together what is torn or broken. She repaired her TV set. Set straight or right. Repair an oversight. The act of putting something in working order again. Give new life or energy to. This treatment repaired my health. Make amends for. Pay compensation for. One can never fully repair the suffering and losses of the Jews in the Third Reich. move, travel, or proceed toward some place. He repaired to his cabin in the woods. A frequently visited place. A formal way of referring to the condition of something. The building was in good repair. Restore by replacing a part or putting together what is torn or broken. A British imperial capacity measure, liquid or dry, equal to 4 pecs. A United States dry measure equal to 4 pecs or 2,152.42 cubic inches. A licensed medical practitioner. I felt so bad I went to see my doctor. Restore by replacing a part or putting together what is torn or broken. A person who holds PhD degree, or the equivalent, from an academic institution. She is a doctor of philosophy in physics. Roman Catholic Church. A title conferred on 33 saints who distinguished themselves through the orthodoxy of their theological teaching. Alter and make impure, as with the intention to deceive. Children take the roles of physician or patient or nurse and pretend they are at the physician's office. The children explored each other's bodies by playing the game of doctor. Give medical treatment to. A determination of the place where something is. He got a good fix on the target. Informal terms for a difficult situation. He got into a terrible fix. Restore by replacing a part or putting together what is torn or broken. Put something somewhere, firmly. Fix your eyes on this spot. Make infertile. Decide upon or fix definitely. Fix the variables. Make ready or suitable or equip in advance for a particular purpose or for some use, event, etc. I was fixing to leave town after I paid the hotel bill. Take vengeance on or get even. That'll fix him good. The act of putting something in working order again. Prepare for eating by applying heat. Fix breakfast for the guests, please. Cause to be firmly attached. She fixed her gaze on the man. Make fixed, stable or stationary. Let's fix the picture to the frame. An exemption granted after influence, e.g., money, is brought to bear. Collusion resulted in tax fixes for gamblers. Influence an event or its outcome by illegal means. Fix a race. Kill, preserve, and harden tissue in order to prepare for microscopic study. Set or place definitely. Let's fix the date for the party. Something craved, especially an intravenous injection of a narcotic drug. She needed a fix of chocolate. Restore by replacing a part or putting together what is torn or broken. Restore by replacing a part or putting together what is torn or broken. Sewing that repairs a worn or torn hole, especially in a garment. Her stockings had several mends. The act of putting something in working order again. Heal or recover. My broken leg is mending. Restore by replacing a part or putting together what is torn or broken. Return to its original or usable and functioning condition. Restore the forest to its original pristine condition. Bring back into original existence, use, function, or position. Restore law and order. Give or bring back. Return to life. get or give new life or energy. The week at the spa restored me. Restore by replacing a part or putting together what is torn or broken. Be relevant to. Have an effect upon. Refer to or discuss briefly. AV shape. Give a tip or gratuity to in return for a service, beyond the compensation agreed on. Remember to tip the waiter. Give insider information or advise to. He tipped off the police about the terrorist plot. Cause to topple or tumble by pushing. The top or extreme point of something, usually a mountain or hill. They clambered to the tip of Monadnock. Walk on one's toes. To incline or bend from a vertical position. Strike lightly. A relatively small amount of money given for services rendered, as by a waiter. An indication of potential opportunity. He got a tip on the stock market. Cause to tilt. Tip the screen upward. Mark with a tip. Tip the arrow with the small stone. Remove the tip from. Tip artichokes. The extreme end of something, especially something pointed. Lacking excess flesh. Jan Cassius has a lean and hungry look. The property possessed by a line or surface that departs from the vertical. Containing little excess. A lean budget. Have a tendency or disposition to do or be something, be inclined. Cause to lean to the side. To incline or bend from a vertical position. She leaned over the banister. Cause to lean or incline. He leaned his rifle against the wall. Not profitable or prosperous. A lean year. Rely on for support. We can lean on this man. Lacking in mineral content or combustible material. Lean or. A biased way of looking at or presenting something. Heel over. The ceiling is slanting. Present with a bias. To incline or bend from a vertical position. Degree of deviation from a horizontal plane. Lie obliquely. A scar slanted across his face. A biased way of looking at or presenting something. Seek indirectly. Present with a bias. To incline or bend from a vertical position. A member of a Germanic people who conquered England and merged with the Saxons and Jutes to become Anglo-Saxons. Fish with a hook. Move or proceed at an angle. He angled his way into the room. The space between two lines or planes that intersect. The inclination of one line to another, measured in degrees or radians. A combat between two mounted knights tilting against each other with blunted lances. Move sideways or in an unsteady way. Pitching dangerously to one side. Heel over. The tower is tilting. A contentious speech act. A dispute where there is strong disagreement. The property possessed by a line or surface that departs from the vertical. The tower had a pronounced tilt. to incline or bend from a vertical position. A slight but noticeable partiality. The court's tilt toward conservative rulings. Charge with a tilt. Be later in time. Tuesday always follows Monday. Follow in or as if in pursuit. Her bad deed followed her and haunted her dreams all her life. Travel along a certain course. Follow the road. Keep informed. Follow, discover, or ascertain the course of development of something. We must follow closely the economic development is Cuba. Choose and follow, as of theories, ideas, policies, strategies or plans. She followed the feminist movement. Imitate in behavior. Take as a model. Teenagers follow their friends in everything. Keep to. Come as a logical consequence. Follow logically. It follows that your assertion is false. Follow with the eyes or the mind. She followed the men with the binoculars. Work in a specific place, with a specific subject, or in a specific function. Be the successor of. Carter followed Ford. Come after in time, as a result. A terrible tsunami followed the earthquake. Act in accordance with someone's rules, commands, or wishes. Perform an accompaniment to. The orchestra could barely follow the frequent pitch changes of the soprano. To be the product or result. Behave in accordance or in agreement with. Keep under surveillance. The police had been following him for weeks, but they could not prove his involvement in the bombing. Accept and follow the leadership or command or guidance of. Let's follow our great helmsman. Adhere to or practice. These people still follow the laws of their ancient religion. Be next. Mary plays best, with John and Sue following. Grasp the meaning. Can you follow her argument? To bring something about at a later time than. She followed dinner with a brandy. To travel behind, go after, come after. The ducklings followed their mother around the pond. Travel along a certain course. The effort contributed by a person in bringing about a result. The actions and activities assigned to or required or expected of a person or group. The government must do its part. To some extent, in some degree, not wholly. I felt partly to blame. Assets belonging to or due to or contributed by an individual person or group. A portion of a natural object. They analyzed the river into 3 parts. Something less than the whole of a human artifact. The rear part of the house. One of the portions into which something is regarded as divided and which together constitute a whole. The written part of the exam. Discontinue an association or relation. Go different ways. The business partners broke over a tax question. The melody carried by a particular voice or instrument in polyphonic music. He tried to sing the tenor part. Force, take, or pull apart. Moses parted the Red Sea. An item that is an instance of some type. My dog swallowed a Lego part. A line of scalp that can be seen when sections of hair are combed in opposite directions. His part was right in the middle. Leave. The extended spatial location of something. Religions in all parts of the world. Go one's own way. Move apart. The friends separated after the party. Something determined in relation to something that includes it. He wanted to feel a part of something bigger than himself. An actor's portrayal of someone in a play. She played the part of Desdemona. Come apart. That which concerns a person with regard to a particular role or situation. It requires vigilance on our part. An individual quantity of food or drink taken as part of a meal. His portion was larger than hers. Assets belonging to or due to or contributed by an individual person or group. Something less than the whole of a human artifact. The allotment of some amount by dividing something. Money or property brought by a woman to her husband at marriage. Give out. Your overall circumstances or condition in life, including everything that happens to you. Success that was her portion. Something determined in relation to something that includes it. I read a portion of the manuscript. A contact on an electrical device, such as a battery, at which electric current enters or leaves. Occurring at or forming an end or termination. Terminal leave. Station where transport vehicles load or unload passengers or goods. Either extremity of something that has length. The terminals of the anterior arches of the fornix. Causing or ending in or approaching death. A terminal patient. Electronic equipment consisting of a device providing access to a computer. Has a keyboard and display. Being or situated at an end. Terminal buds on a branch. Of or relating to or situated at the ends of a delivery route. Freight pickup as a terminal service. Relating to or occurring in a term or fixed period of time. Terminal examinations. A piece of cloth that is left over after the rest has been used or sold. Bring to an end or halt. She ended their friendship when she found out that he had once been convicted of a crime. Be the end of. Be the last or concluding part of. This sad scene ended the movie. The state of affairs that a plan is intended to achieve and that, when achieved, terminates behavior intended to achieve it. The ends justify the means. The last section of a communication. The point in time at which something ends. The end of the year. Have an end, in a temporal, spatial, or quantitative sense, either spatial or metaphorical. My property ends by the bushes. The final stage or concluding parts of an event or occurrence. The end was exciting. A final state. He came to a bad end. Either extremity of something that has length. The end of the pier. A boundary marking the extremities of something. The end of town. A final part or section. We have given it at the end of the section since it involves the calculus. American football. A position on the line of scrimmage. No one wanted to play end. Football. The person who plays at one end of the line of scrimmage. The end managed to hold onto the pass. One of two places from which people are communicating to each other. The phone rang at the other end. Put an end to. The terrible news ended our hopes that he had survived. The part you were expected to play. He held up his end. The surface at either extremity of a three-dimensional object. One end of the box was marked, this side up. Move in a pattern, usually to musical accompaniment. Do or perform a dance. Move in a pattern, usually to musical accompaniment. Do or perform a dance.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.